Good afternoon, Zonta District 1. Tonya Ozone here, your advocacy chair and conference chair of our upcoming district conference, October 24th through the 26th. I hope you're getting excited about this event. I know I am, and I am super happy to tell you with me today is someone that I hold very dear and have had a wonderful opportunity to get to know over the last couple of years. Have experienced some training and coaching with her. So with me is one of our speakers at conference, Deb Shannon, who's of Deb Shannon Coaching and Consulting. Welcome, Deb.
Thank you so much, Tonya. And I just want to thank you for the opportunity to speak with your D1 district members. I'm really excited about the work that you're doing in the world, and it is so needed.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely something I love that we've chosen Stronger Together, leading with strength, positivity, and resilience, because those are things that are so needed given the multiple situations we're all facing, both in our country and abroad. So I'm really happy that you're going to be helping us figure out how to work through some of those processes. So tell me a little bit about your training that you're going to be doing at our district conference.
Absolutely. So we get to focus on positive intelligence and mental fitness as tools that we're going to use to lead with strength and positivity and resilience, just as you said, and really discovering through stories the power of self-talk and how we can actually start using some of the neuroscience to retrain our brains when the media and the rapidly changing world makes us feel so unsteady. We can actually retrain our minds and celebrate the progress, the little tiny bits of progress that we make with ourselves every day, knowing that how we are in ourselves, the self talk that we listen to all day, can positively impact all the people around us and the work that we get to do together so that ultimately every conversation that we have yields benefits that are far greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that you said that. I know you and I have had a chance over this last year to work together, and some of the tools and techniques you talk about is to that self-talk and the voices that we have in our head. I one of my voices, as you know, is that of a high achiever, and it can serve me. It can really be great. And there's times when I need to not be paying attention to it. So one of the things I've learned is for me, because I'm a high achiever, every situation I'm in is a competition, whether you know it or not. And so to be able to have that conversation with myself and switch that really has impacted the quality of relationships I've had, the quality of my work, quality of family life. And so I'm super excited that other folks are going to get to hear from you and hear how to think about that self-talk and turn it into a positive instead of a negative for sure.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, Tonya, because all of the, whatever our characteristics are, the saboteurs that might be holding us back, we came into the world with certain needs for survival. So we developed these skills. Like, who doesn't want a hyperachiever on their team, right? They are highly valuable skills. It's simply the fact that we take them to the extreme. And being in the extreme leaves one feeling depleted or alone sometimes. And it makes it hard to keep going. And for team members, sometimes it's hard to keep up. So it's always about striking the balance. How do I rein myself in a way that allows me to be that much more powerful and impactful with my teams and with my family and community?
And I think that's great, and especially in Zonta, I think one of the challenges at a kind of a club level, just mainly because we're so heavily focused on women in the club, although we certainly welcome and love having men join us as well. Um, Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. And so I think understanding those dynamics really helps us to build that solidarity, that unity, that strength as a club, as part of Zonta International.
Absolutely. And being focused on the relationships and the nature of conversations when you're trying to create positive change in the world, you have to be able to pull up all the empathy you've got to see the best in one another all the time, even when that means we have competing skill sets, right? So they're the data crunchers who can say, great, go ahead, we've got XYZ going on here. And there are the visionaries and the people saying, okay, that's a nice picture. How do you get there? Can we bring this down? And calling up the sage powers of empathy and explore, innovate, navigate. These things help us build our partnerships and come back to that place of holding myself in my own highest light, as well as holding others there, so that, again, the work that we do together is far greater than the sum of our parts.
That's awesome. Well, I know personally how much I've benefited from your coaching. I know that our Zonta members who are going to be at District 1's conference will benefit by being there. So if you haven't marked your calendars, if you haven't started making plans, I can't encourage you enough to make sure you're there with us October 24th through the 26th. Hear from Deb, learn some of the great stories that she's going to share with us and how it helps all of us be stronger together. We'll see you in October at our district conference.